roughly $120 billion in warranty claims are denied each year in the US. The major reason for denials is when customers perform their own oil changes. Here's what they don't tell you. The system is already rigged against you. In this video, I'm exposing 9 ways car makers make it too expensive or impossible to perform your own maintenance. One of these can cost you up to $10,000 in repairs. Let's start with everybody's most hated car accessory. Number 9, the access problem. The war against oil changes started with something so subtle that no one batted an eyelid. Before 2005, you could slide under your car and immediately access the drain plug. But now, you have to navigate a labyrinth of plastic panels. They call it efficiency, I call it a ripoff. In theory, undershield panels sound like a brilliant idea. These skid plates, also called aerodynamic covers, are designed to make cars more streamlined. The idea is that by creating a smoother underbody, the car would use up to 5% less fuel. The skid plate is also designed to improve safety, protect the engine bay from road debris, and reduce cabin noise. In reality, many modern cabins are still noisy. There is no published data to back up the fuel claims, and the plates keep falling off. Ironically, the last one has to do with oil changes. Before you can access the drain plug, you need to find the right plastic panel that is covering it. You then need to carefully remove the plastic clips holding it in place, or you risk breaking them. For this, you need specialized trim tools. This ordeal not only makes the oil change process more expensive, but it also makes it a lot longer. Apparently, his is time that oil change places like Quick Lube, Jiffy Lube, and Valvoline don't have. Thousands of customers have complained to the NHTSA that the plastic panel fell off or got loose after an oil change. The oil change technicians were in such a hurry that they didn't bother to fix it, leaving customers with hundreds of dollars worth of damage. Of course, they aren't the only ones who get them wrong. Even experienced drivers often struggle with this. However, even when you do everything right, the plastic clips are brittle by design, so they need to be replaced every 3 to 5 years. Hardware stores sell a bag of 30 clips for as little as $5. However, these clips never fit right, which causes the panel to fall off while you're driving. That means to get OEM parts, you have to go to the dealer and they charge up to $5 per clip. If your car uses 20 clips, that's an extra $100 added to your oil change tab. As annoying as that is, this is a problem you only have to deal with every few years. The next problem is a challenge at every single oil change. Number 8, the drain plug mismatch. The first step in every oil change used to be the easiest. Pull the plug, drain the old oil, and put it back. Done. But ever since manufacturers started using aluminum oil pans, it has been going downhill. Back when cars were built to last, the oil pan and the drain plug were both made of steel. But when you have a hard metal like steel screwing into something softer like aluminum, it's only a matter of time before it breaks. Every time you screw in the drain plug, it strips the aluminum threads slowly. Then one day, the plug won't catch. You'll start your engine, head down the highway, and in less than 4 minutes, you'll turn a $50 oil change into a short block replacement. This is the leading cause of engine failure for vehicles under 100,000 miles. But here's the worst part. The manufacturer makes it seem like it was your fault. They say you must have over-tightened, knowing fully well that this outcome is inevitable. No matter how well you tighten the drain plug, it will eventually strip the threads. However, it isn't always the user's fault. The Ford EcoBoost oil pan leaks are a long-established problem that the company has been trying to fix for years. This has affected bestsellers like the Ford F-150. At least Ford has been more proactive than Hyundai and Kia. Customers have accused the South Korean automotive giant of using cheap drain plugs and oil pans that are prone to loosening, failing, or leaking. Drivers have reported drain plugs falling out of the car even without an oil change. Following numerous complaints to the NHTSA, law firms are now considering a class action suit against the company. Other car makers have responded to this problem by introducing plastic oil pans with single-use plastic drain plugs. While this has stopped the thread stripping problem, it hasn't stopped the leaking problem. Many customers are reusing the drain plugs like they're used to doing, instead of changing them. That means any damage to the engine from reusing the plastic plugs won't be covered by warranty. This is another reason why people feel safer getting their oil change at the dealer. Now, let's take a look at a mistake that has cost thousands of drivers up to $10,000 in repairs. Number 7. The specification trap. A recent survey by Castrol revealed that 30% of drivers don't know how to find the right oil for their cars. This isn't about driver ignorance, but rather about manufacturing complexity. Gone are the days when all you needed was the right viscosity. If that's all you're doing in 2026, you could be facing a full engine replacement in 2 years. Starting in 2010, car makers started requiring specific oil formulations that go way beyond viscosity. GM developed Dexos 1, BMW created the Long Life series, and even VW hit us with 502, 504, and 508.00. These aren't marketing gimmicks. Each specification has a precise chemical mix of detergents, friction modifiers, and anti-wear compounds. The first people to find this out the hard way were owners of BMWs with the N54 engine. Pour the wrong spec oil and the engine's variable valve timing system, the Vanos unit, starts to gum up in just 5,000 miles. As the $400 solenoids start sticking, you begin to experience oil leaks. For many unlucky drivers, using the wrong oil also caused turbocharger failure. I had customers spend $10,000 to replace the entire engine. These weren't rookie drivers. They simply did what they had always been doing: oil changes every 5,000 miles. But even when the oil doesn't cause immediate damage, using non-spec oil will void your powertrain warranty. Many GM users testify to using non-Dexos oil, and there has been no problem. The vehicles still run as smoothly as ever. However, if there is ever any problem with the engine, GM will claim it's because you used the wrong oil. That is a risk nobody is willing to take. And so, drivers are being taken to the cleaners just so that car makers can make an extra buck. Certified oils cost up to $5 more per quart, even when they are identical to non-certified synthetic oil. That is because oil producers have to pay licensing fees. GM reportedly earns $40 million a year from the licensing program. No wonder they are releasing a new version. We've got another stinging betrayal up next. But before then, we'd like for you to click the like button if you're enjoying this video so far. Also, hit subscribe so you never miss another one of our videos. All set? Now, let's see a piece of plastic that causes $2,000 repairs. Number 6. The evolving filter. Car manufacturers have had a hard time figuring out the oil filter. First, it was a steel canister that was easy to use. Then they changed it to disposable. Now, it can be disposable or reusable, steel or plastic. Irrespective of the design, the same fatal flaw remains: over-tightening. Spin-on filters are meant to be hand-tightened. However, it never feels secure enough, so most DIY errors are tempted to use a wrench, which is what leads to over-tightening. If the spin-on filter is made of steel, you risk tearing the gasket, which can cause leaks. However, if you do the same with modern plastic filters, you can crack the housing. Once this happens, an oil leak becomes the least of your concerns. When the plastic housing cracks, the filter stops working properly. It loses the ability to trap debris from within the oil. Besides that, dirt from outside the car can also penetrate the housing and get into your engine. That causes microabrasions all over the engine block, leading to premature engine failure. But here's the worst part. The same thing can happen even if you do everything right. That's what BMW owners found out after years of deception. The plastic housing kept breaking prematurely, leading to oil leaks and contamination that cost up to $4,000 to repair. The German company blamed it on user error. However, it was the car maker that was using cheap plastics in $50,000 cars. Bimmer owners have responded with a class action lawsuit, and they're not the only ones. K&N was also taken to court for filters that failed prematurely, leading to engine failures and fires. While carmakers were still struggling with a hardware problem, they created a software nightmare. Number 5. The reset problem. When carmakers first introduced oil life monitoring systems, it sounded like a brilliant idea. A dashboard warning that tells you when you need to change oil instead of having to calculate it yourself. Now, that helpful feature is turning into a dealership trap. Over the past few years, carmakers have started making it more difficult or expensive to reset the system yourself. Previously, all you needed to do was perform a sequence like stepping on the accelerator 3 times in 10 seconds. Now, many European cars require specialized OBD2 scanners or special tools that only dealers have. For example, many Audi and Volkswagen cars made since 2020 use vehicle diagnostic protection. This locks modules and often requires a dealer to reset the service reminder indicator. BMW and Mini also require dealer rests or devices like the Ansel BM700 Pro, which cost $135. Not to be outdone, Mercedes-Benz cars rely on diagnostic software like the Zentry system. This is a dealer-level tool that costs between $5,000 and $35,000 for the initial setup before the monthly subscriptions. In other words, MB wants you to go to a dealer for every oil change. This disease has spread to other brands like Volvo, Land Rover, and even Nissan. Soon, it will be everywhere. And here's the danger. You can't afford to ignore the oil life monitoring system. The dashboard light will keep staring you in the face, causing unnecessary anxiety. But if you ignore it, you stand the risk of delaying the next oil change. Besides the usual risks we've already mentioned, delayed maintenance also affects vehicle resale values. Number 4. The overfill disaster. Here is something that makes even experienced mechanics wince. Everyone knows that too little oil is bad, but too much oil is a lot more catastrophic, and it happens faster. When you overfill an engine, even by just 1 quart over capacity, you've changed the operation of the crankcase. As the crankshaft spins, it is now dipping into the oil instead of riding above it. By the time the car starts moving, the crankshaft starts whipping air into the oil, turning it into foam. This is called aeration, and it's a lot deadlier than it sounds. Foam doesn't lubricate, so when it goes through your engine, there is virtually zero protection from metal-on-metal contact. Engine testing research found that overfilling by 20% reduced oil film stability by 34% at high RPM due to aeration. On turbocharged engines, where oil also cools the turbo bearings, aerated oil can increase bearing surface temperature in minutes. So every time you drive your car, you're killing the turbo. Aeration also damages pistons, bearings, camshafts, and the catalytic converter. And if you go by long service intervals, your car could be dead before the next one. In order to prevent a $4,000 disaster, your best bet is now to rely on trained professionals. And I don't mean quick lubes. There are hundreds of Reddit threads where people complain about how Jiffy Lube overfilled the oil and refused to take responsibility. Car dealerships use specialized bulk oil dispensing system that can be dialed to provide the exact amount required by the manufacturer. Overfilling the oil is one thing, but not even knowing when to change oil is an even bigger problem. Number 3. The hybrid trap. If you own a hybrid, pay close attention, because what I'm about to tell you is almost never discussed, and it is silently destroying hybrid engines across America. Here's the problem. Hybrid engines don't run all the time. The electric motor handles low-speed driving, so the combustion engine stays off until it's needed. This makes it sound like the engine won't need as much maintenance as a regular engine. At the very least, it should require fewer frequent oil changes. That is what automakers initially expected and sold to customers. It turned out that they were shockingly wrong. When the combustion engine runs intermittently, it never reaches full operating temperature. Water vapor and unburned fuel accumulate in the oil as part of normal combustion blowby. In a regular engine, the higher running temperatures from sustained driving burn it off. But due to the frequent start-stop cycles in hybrid engines, the contaminants remain. Within a matter of months, it will turn into a milky brown sludge that will start attacking your bearings. That is why hybrid owners must check their oil health more often. Toyota was one of the first companies to acknowledge this vulnerability. Their engineers revealed that Prius engines can experience significant fuel dilution in oil under urban driving patterns. And so, they recommended oil changes every 6 months, irrespective of mileage. However, car makers are still playing a dangerous game. Many still tell customers to change oil every 10,000 miles to make hybrids seem like lower maintenance than conventional engines. This deception is the reason most hybrid engines can't survive 200,000 miles without major repairs. As the owner of the car, you need to be smarter. Check your oil health every month. If you notice any mayo-like substance on the dipstick, it's time for an oil change. Now, let's look at a trend that could be the end of all DIY, not just oil changes. Number 2, the software lockout. When EVs introduced the world to telematics, it was to make cars safer. But over the past few years, that mechanical and digital breakthrough has been exploited by greedy corporations. Car companies are integrating oil change data into their telematics and warranty systems. That means every oil change is automatically recorded, but not in the way you would imagine. After your oil change, you would need to perform a reset using proprietary software that isn't available to the public. That means you either have to go to a dealer or an oil change place with the software. When the oil change isn't recorded properly, dealers can use it to flag or deny warranty claims. Stellantis vehicles are moving aggressively toward their Uconnect telematics platform, tying service intervals to connected service records. At the moment, the system allows you to book an appointment with a dealer when your oil starts degrading. But soon, it will be similar to what Mercedes-Benz and BMW are doing. Mercedes-Benz's Assist Plus system requires dealer-level diagnostic access to fully reset after an oil change. And if you want to change oil specifications on some new BMW models, you're going to need to input a code. Of course, only dealers have the capacity to do that. If you use a non-approved code reader, that decision will haunt you when you have a warranty claim. As I mentioned before, this isn't just about oil changes. Every service event is now logged in the onboard service history modules. The worst part is that these so-called upgrades aren't free. You now have to pay $20 to $40 a month for access to telematics to stay on top of maintenance schedules. Without it, you'll be driving blind. And if you still think that these changes won't affect you, maybe the last point will convince you. Number 1, the nuclear option. The single biggest reason why oil changes are now a financial gamble is that oil is more important than ever. Oil used to be about lubrication, but modern engines have turned it into a multi-system fluid. Oil is hydraulic pressure for your VVT phasers and cooling fluid for your turbocharger. It's the cleaning solvent for your timing chain tensioners and the working fluid for your cylinder deactivation system. That means you have to do everything perfectly, from the oil specification to the quantity, interval schedules, and hardware replacement. Just one slip and you're potentially compromising 6 interdependent systems simultaneously. Worst of all, every mistake can now be tracked digitally. But even when you don't make a mistake, it's enough for car makers like Kia to deny your warranty claim. In fact, some Kia dealers won't work on your car if you've performed any oil changes yourself. If you can't provide all of the receipts to prove that you changed the oil on time and with the right specification, they won't help you. So, when the engine fails at 80,000 miles, Kia will deny your warranty claim. So would you rather pay for the dealer to change your oil or risk thousands of dollars in repairs? If you insist on doing the oil change yourself, make sure you keep perfect records. Secondly, do not make any of the mistakes in the next video. Never do this after an oil change kills your engine fast.